Guys, today I'm going to be doing my favorite products of 2017. I just did a full face using all my favorite products, so a few of these will be in that video, but I still have a lot more that I want to show you guys. So it's probably going to be a long video, so I just want to hop right into it. We're going to start off with moisturizer. I've been really loving this moisturizer. This is the Boscia Subaki Glotion. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Looks like that. It's a really thin moisturizer, and it's not super hydrating, but what I really love about it is it does have like kind of micro glitters in it, so it really gives you like a luminous glow, and I've just been really liking that, especially because I've been into super dewy skin and super glowy skin, so I've really been enjoying this moisturizer. Next is primer. I have two primers I want to show you. One of them I want to talk about is the Hard Candy stick one. It's like the coconut stick primer. I love that primer. I just have it at school right now. I don't have it with me, but it's such a good primer. It's super hydrating, and it makes your skin just super glowy and really like soft to put makeup on. But my all-time favorite primer is the NYX Hydra Touch primer. This is so good, especially if you have dry skin. This is really good maybe if you have oily skin and you don't want to use a moisturizer because you think it might be too heavy. You can definitely go in with this just to hydrate your face, because even if you have oily skin, it's super important to hydrate your skin before your makeup. So I definitely recommend this primer, especially if you have dry skin or you have trouble with your makeup not like sinking into your skin because it's kind of dry. Next is the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I really love this primer. It's super good for blurring your pores. I would say this is a dupe for the, the Benefit Professional. It's really good. It really smooths your skin out and just kind of gives you a blank canvas to work with. Okay, next we're going to talk about foundations. This first foundation I want to talk about is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. This is the stick version though. I have the liquid version and I don't like it nearly as much as I like the stick version. A while ago, I tried to avoid stick foundations because I thought they would dry me out because I have really dry skin already. But this definitely doesn't. It's super hydrating, super flawless coverage. It's just an all-around really good foundation, and it lasts quite a while for being such a small stick. Next is the Hourglass Vanish Foundation. I love this foundation. I'm in the shade Porcelain. It's just this like triangular stick. Again, I heard so many great things about it, so I had to get it. It is so full coverage, super hydrating. It just gives you this flawless, most beautiful, like I've never found a foundation that looks as beautiful as this one does. It's so good. The only downside about it is the price tag. It's kind of expensive, but it's definitely worth every single penny if you're in the market for a new, like, flawless, beautiful, full coverage, hydrating foundation. Again, I've talked about these on my channel quite a few times. These are the Hard Candy Glamouflage Pigment Mix-In Drops. I'm in the shade Fair 1. These are amazing. These are really good just to add some extra coverage to your foundation, which is what I use them for. But these are also really good if you get a lighter shade or darker shade. You can mix it in with a foundation if it doesn't match you, and it'll change the color and match you a little bit better. These are really good. It says pigment-packed liquid drops that allow you to transform any primer, moisturizer, or foundation for coverage or shade. So just make sure you shake these really good before you use them. I have a few concealers. Again, this one I've talked about so many times on my channel. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm in the shade Fair. This is just an awesome concealer. I don't really have that much to say about it. It's just super full coverage. It's not drying. It really covers up your under eyes. It covers up blemishes really well. It's just a really awesome concealer, and I recommend this to anyone. Next is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Cream. This is in the shade Whiteout. I really like this concealer just because it's white. I don't really particularly love the formula about it just because it's a little bit dry, but it's super brightening to your under eyes. I don't know if it's just the whiteout shade that's dry. I want to try like just my normal shade in this to see how I like it, but I really love how like beautiful and brightening this makes your under eyes, because as someone that's super pale, I kind of need a white concealer to brighten up my under eyes. Last concealer is the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. This concealer really is amazing. I'm in the shade Ivory. It's super full coverage. It really covers blemishes, which I have acne prone skin, so that's really awesome. Again, the only downside is this is kind of expensive. Definitely worth it if you do have acne that you just can't cover with anything else. Next is powder. I've talked about this powder a couple times on my channel. Again, I'm going to keep saying that because I just love all these products, so obviously I've talked about them on my channel, but this is the Ben Nye Neutral Set. First of all, this lasts a really long time. I've had this for kind of a while now, and it's like not even half gone. This is just the translucent powder. It's really good for setting your under eyes. Again, it's stage makeup, so it's meant to make your makeup last. It doesn't crease on me. It's just really, really good. My all-time favorite powder is the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation. I'm in the shade Light 42. This powder is just so good if you like colored powders, like foundation powders. It just gives your foundation that extra coverage. It mattes it out if you like that. I'm not typically a huge matte foundation person, but I just really like this for the coverage. This is comparable to the MAC Studio Fix powder, so if you want to go a cruelty-free route, which you should, definitely recommend this powder. Last powder is the NARS Translucent Crystal. Again, I've talked about this a few times. Mine's pretty dirty. This is just an awesome translucent powder, especially if you have dry skin, because it really sets your makeup without making it look too dry or cakey. I've loved this for a really long time. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is just a really well-loved palette, especially this shade right here. It's a super cool tone and really good to contour with. Not a particularly huge fan of these highlight shades just because they don't really do much for me, but I love all these shades. This one I use if I really want to deepen up my contour, but I like mixing these two shades to kind of bronze my face and give it a little bit more of a warm glow. On to blush. I have two single blushes that are my favorite. This is the NARS Sin. This is such a beautiful color. It goes with everything. It's just this gorgeous like mauve-y kind of purple blush. Really love it, and I really love NARS formula of blushes. This is probably my all-time favorite single blush. This is the Becca Luminous Blush in the shade Dahlia. Again, I mean, this color is absolutely amazing. These blushes are beautiful because they really give you a glow to your cheeks. They are pretty pigmented, so you just have to be careful. You got to really tap off your brush when you use them. Now I have two blush palettes that I really love. This first one's the e.l.f. blush palette in the shade Light. It's beautiful because it gives you a variety of colors, and it's really inexpensive. I believe it's only like $6 for 4 blushes, which is really good. And they're super pigmented again, so you only use a little bit, so you won't be going through these anytime soon. They're just really awesome. And this shade in the corner, this like peachy shade, looks a lot like NARS Orgasm, so that could be a dupe for it if you're interested in that. Finally, for blush is the NARS Narcissist Unfiltered 1 Cheek Palette. This was limited edition, so I'm sorry you can't get your hands on it anymore, but it's so amazing. They had 2 of these. I was just more interested in this one. It's these beautiful shades. You get kind of like a bronzy blush shade, a peachy blush shade. This gorgeous highlight. I love this highlight. It's like a goldeny kind of color. This blush, which is beautiful, it's this bright orange, a nice mauve color, and then a nice just natural pink color. I love this palette. This is definitely one of my favorite blush. Next for highlighters, I have kind of a few highlighter products. I have 2 cream ones I want to talk about. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek. This is in the shade Stole the Show. I have a few of these, but this one's my favorite. It's just kind of this like champagne. First of all, these are so soft. They're just really feel good. It's just this champagne color. I like applying these with a dual fiber stippling brush, but I know a lot of people like applying these with their fingers. But these are really inexpensive and really good. Next, again, I've talked about this so many times on my channel. This is the CoverFX Custom Enhancer Drops. This is in the shade Celestial. These are just like liquid metal. They're so beautiful. I have a few of these, but again, this one's just my favorite. The other ones I just don't love as much. They're really pretty, but this one just is like the most beautiful, I think, and the most intense. Really recommend these. Again, the price tag's kind of high, but they're definitely worth the price. Then I have 2 single highlighters. This is the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder in the shade Incandescent Strobe Light. It's just this really gorgeous powder. I don't know if you can see it has a shimmer in it, but it's not super intense. I like using this as a highlight topper to kind of put on top, just to give it that extra punch. So pretty for that. And then this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Pearl. Again, I have a few of these, but this one is definitely my favorite one because it's white, so it looks really good on really, really fair skin. It's just a beautiful highlighter. I don't have that much to say about it. It's just fantastic. Lastly, for highlighters is the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. Love this. I've only had this for a couple months and I've used the hell out of it. These three shades are just absolutely stunning. I don't have enough good things to say about them. They're just so beautiful. And this was limited edition, but if you can somehow get your hands on it, you need it. Okay, now on to eyebrows. Two of my favorite eyebrow products are Anastasia. The Dip Brow, again, I don't have it with me. I left it at school by accident. But the Dip Brow, so good. It's like the best eyebrow product I've ever used. It makes your eyebrows super clean and sharp and it's just amazing. But I also really love the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I mean, everyone knows what this is. Everyone loves it. I'm in the shade Granite for both the Brow Wiz and the pomade. It has a really awesome spoolie on one side and just a super thin pencil on the other. It just helps you create an awesome brow. Another product I've actually been really liking, especially lately since I did leave my Dip Brow at school. This is the ColourPop Brow Color in the shade Jet Set Black. This is really good. It's super creamy. The only thing I don't like about this and I like about the Dip Brow better is this slips around a little bit more so it doesn't stay put. Like once you put it on, it doesn't completely dry down, so it does slip around. The Dip Brow completely dries down and it's waterproof. It's not going anywhere once you put it on your brows, especially if you set it with a powder. So I have three palettes I want to talk about. The Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Again, talked about this a million times. It's just an awesome palette. You need it if you don't have it. It's just beautiful. Then the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. Again, this was limited edition, so I'm sorry. But if you have this, you know how amazing it is. The colors are just so gorgeous. You can create so many different looks with it. They're super pigmented and beautiful. Kat Von D eyeshadows are just amazing. But this palette is definitely worth it. It's so gorgeous. And lastly, it's kind of a random palette, but I really have enjoyed it over this past year. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Shadows 4. It's the 9 palette with all the matte shades. They have one with shimmer, but this is the one with matte. It's just 9 beautiful matte shades. I just really love it. This is a good palette to travel with. Maybe if you bring a couple shimmer eyeshadows. It just has basically everything you need. You have a black, gray, some really nice transition colors, a white and a cream. Then you have like some pops of color. It's just really good, and Makeup Forever shadows are really amazing. So I have 2 mascaras I want to talk about. One is my all-time favorite mascara. This is Urban Decay Perversion. I've had the full size, but it dried out on me. This is just a really good mascara. It's super black, super lengthening, super volumizing. It's just really good. And I've tried like a million mascaras. That's definitely like the best I've tried. And then this is another mini size. This is, I don't know how to say this brand. I don't know if you can even see that, but it is the Max Lash Volumizing Mascara. First of all, I love the brush. This is just so good for lengthening, volumizing, just everything. It's really good. And then for lashes, I actually have them on, so I can't show you, but again, I've showed them in like all my videos. These are the Vegas Nay eyelashes in the blue packaging. I'll look at what they're called and put them down below just because I haven't done that yet, so just so you guys can know. Finally, for lips, I have quite a few lip products, so I'm going to go through these kind of fast. For lip liners, they're both really inexpensive, which is awesome. This is the NYX lip liner. This is in the shade Nude Truffle. Again, I have a couple of these, but I really like this nude shade because it goes with everything. Then this is the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner. This one's in Gone Burgundy. These are really, really good for being so inexpensive. They're super creamy, but unlike the ColourPop ones, they dry down so they don't feather and everything. They're really good. I typically don't like twist up products. I know everyone loves twist up products. I just for some reason don't, but I really, really like these lip liners. And I just recently purchased a bunch more of these because I'm going to be doing a one brand tutorial on Wet n Wild. So stay tuned for that. For lips, for actual lipsticks, I really love these. What are these called? Wet n Wild Mega Last. These I have a ton of these because I really love them. These are just two of them. These are just really, really awesome lipsticks. They're matte, but they're not super drying. They're just really, really good. I definitely recommend them, and they're only like $2, so you need them. And then for liquid lipstick, another Wet n Wild product. This one is in the shade Missy and Fierce. This is the Liquid Catsuit. These are just really awesome liquid lipsticks. They're not drying, but they do dry down matte. They're super comfortable and they last on your lips for a long time. These are the Kat Von D, what are these called? Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. These are just two of my favorite shades. This is Witches and Lolita. These are just really good. They're kind of more of a thinner formula, so you might need like 2 coats, but after that, they're super, super comfortable on the lips. They don't like last as long as the ColourPop ones do, but they're a really, really amazing liquid lipstick. And then last liquid lipstick is my ColourPop liquid lipsticks. I just kind of grabbed a couple random colors. This one is one of my favorites. This is Friday. It's just a gorgeous black. But these are really good, super, super inexpensive for liquid lipstick, and they're my favorite by far, and I've tried a lot of liquid lipsticks. These are just super comfortable on the lips. They can be a little drying, but I just know that they're going to last a long time, so I don't mind. And then I have the Anastasia. These are just lip glosses. I've been a really big fan of lip glosses over the past couple months. This is Purple Rain and Runway Red. They're just super gorgeous, super comfortable lip glosses. They're just amazing. And then lastly, this product I've been really, really liking. For a while when I first got it, I didn't use it, but I've been using it over the past couple weeks, and I love it. This is the Anastasia Lip Palette. It just has all these gorgeous shades. You can create whatever kind of color you want. It has something for everybody in here. You can create different tones. You can make your own custom shade. It's just really, really cool, and I really like it. You don't really need this if you're not like a makeup artist or not like a makeup lover, but it could be good if you don't want to have a ton of lipsticks in your collection. You can just get something like this. And finally, I have one setting spray to talk about. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. This is just really awesome. It really sets your makeup, makes it super hydrated. I just really, really like it. I have a couple more facial sprays I want to talk about, but I'm actually going to do that in my 2017 favorites skincare edition. Those are all my favorite products of 2017. I'll see you guys later.